If your soil feels hard, dry, or lifeless, it's not your plants that need a miracle. It's your microbes. Hidden in every handful of healthy soil are billions of tiny workers breaking down organic matter, releasing nutrients, and building the foundation of lasting fertility. But when we rely too much on chemical fertilizers, we feed the plants while starving the life beneath them. The good news? You can bring that living power back, using nothing more than your own kitchen and backyard waste. In just 2 weeks, you can brew a potent microbe-rich fertilizer that transforms tired soil into a living ecosystem bursting with growth. This isn't compost, this is living biology in a bottle, and it's about to change how you garden forever. Why microbial fertilizers are the future of home gardening. Every thriving garden starts underground. Healthy soil isn't just dirt, it's alive with bacteria, fungi, and other microorganisms working around the clock to recycle nutrients. When you build a rich microbial community, your plants develop deeper roots, absorb nutrients more efficiently, and resist pests and disease naturally. Unfortunately, synthetic fertilizers disrupt this delicate balance. They give plants a quick boost but leave the soil depleted over time. Microbial fertilizers, on the other hand, feed the microbes first, and those microbes in turn feed your plants. It's a simple shift that leads to long-term fertility, stronger growth, and a self-sustaining garden ecosystem. The science behind the brew is actually pretty fascinating. Your goal in making a microbe-rich fertilizer is to create an environment where beneficial organisms can multiply quickly. To do that, you need a balance between nitrogen-rich materials, known as greens, and carbon-rich materials, which are the browns. Lawn clippings, vegetable peels, and fruit scraps bring in nitrogen, while dry leaves, shredded paper, or cardboard add carbon. When mixed with water and a sugar source like molasses, these ingredients begin to ferment. During this controlled fermentation, microbes thrive, transforming simple waste into a concentrated liquid teeming with life. The exact recipe for microbial gold goes like this. For a 10 square meter garden, here's your ideal mix. 4 kilograms of fresh lawn clippings, 2 kilograms of mixed kitchen scraps, like vegetable peels, fruit rinds, and coffee grounds, but definitely no meat, dairy, or oils. 2 kilograms of brown materials like dry leaves, shredded paper, or cardboard, 10 to 12 liters of clean water, just enough to submerge the mixture without making it soupy, and 3 tablespoons of molasses or brown sugar to fuel microbial activity. This combination provides the perfect ratio of nutrients, moisture, and energy for your microbes to multiply rapidly. Alright, let's dive into the step-by-step process to make your microbe fertilizer. First, start by chopping your kitchen scraps into small pieces so they break down faster. Then, combine all your greens, browns, and clippings in a large plastic container or drum with a loose-fitting lid. It's important to avoid metal containers since they can react with the natural acids produced during fermentation. Next, dissolve your molasses in a little warm water and pour it into the mix. Go ahead and add the rest of the water slowly, stirring well to ensure everything is evenly soaked. The texture you're aiming for should feel damp and springy, not soggy. Finally, cover the container loosely, just enough to keep out pests, but still allow gases to escape. Now, find a shaded spot where the temperature stays between 20 and 30 degrees Celsius, or about 68 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Within a few hours, you'll notice the mixture warming slightly. That's the microbes getting to work. Stir the brew every 2 days to add oxygen and prevent anaerobic or bad-smelling conditions. So, what should you expect during fermentation? Over the next 10 to 14 days, your mix will start to change color and develop a pleasant, earthy scent. If it ever smells sour or rotten, that's a sign it's gone anaerobic. Don't panic, just add a handful of dry leaves or shredded paper and stir more often. This will help rebalance the mix and revive the good microbes. After about 2 weeks, the liquid should be dark brown with a mild fermented aroma. Strain it through a fine mesh or old cloth and store the liquid in a sealed shaded container. And don't discard the leftover solids. They make an excellent compost booster or mulch around heavy feeders like tomatoes, peppers, or cucumbers. Alright, so, the concentrate is powerful, so always dilute it before applying. Mix 1 part of the concentrated brew with 10 parts clean water. For example, if you have 1 liter of concentrate, just add 10 liters of water. For a 10 square meter garden, go ahead and use the full 10 liters of the diluted mix. Pour it directly around the base of your plants, letting it soak into the soil where roots can easily reach it. You can also strain it even finer and spray it on leaves as a foliar feed, coating them with beneficial microbes that help plants resist fungal diseases and absorb nutrients more efficiently. Reapply every 2 to 3 weeks during the growing season or after heavy rain, when beneficial microbes on the soil surface may have been washed away. Now, let's talk about how to fix common problems. If your fertilizer develops a foul odor, you've likely added too much nitrogen or water. Just add more dry carbon material and stir daily until the smell improves. If fermentation seems slow or inactive, boost it with an extra tablespoon of molasses or a scoop of mature compost to introduce more microbial life. Always keep your container in the shade since extreme heat or direct sunlight can kill beneficial organisms. The finished concentrate can be stored for up to 6 weeks in a cool, dark spot. But for the most vibrant microbial activity, it's best to use it fresh. Within 2 weeks of using your homemade microbe fertilizer, you'll begin to notice remarkable changes. The soil becomes softer, darker, and crumbly, holding moisture for longer periods. Plants show deeper green leaves, thicker stems, and stronger root systems. If you dig around the base, you'll find a fine web of white roots, a sure sign of microbial abundance. Over time, your plants will rely less on synthetic fertilizers, pest problems will decline, and your garden will become more naturally balanced. The best part? You'll be creating a closed-loop system that turns waste into wealth. Every kitchen scrap and blade of grass you recycle into this brew reduces landfill waste, enriches your soil, and builds a self-sustaining ecosystem right in your backyard. This homemade microbial fertilizer isn't just a shortcut to faster growth, it's a long-term investment in soil health. It restores the natural balance that industrial agriculture often strips away. By brewing your own microbe-rich fertilizer, you're harnessing the same biological power that keeps forests and meadows thriving without human help. You're not just feeding your plants, you're rebuilding life beneath your feet. In less than 2 weeks, you can transform ordinary waste into extraordinary growth. With every batch you brew, you'll see your soil come alive, your plants grow stronger, and your gardening costs shrink. This simple natural method is proof that the best fertilizers don't come from a store. They come from your own home. Starting anchor. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to subscribe to Crop Corner for more practical gardening techniques, soil-boosting recipes, and science-backed growing tips. Share this with a fellow gardener and help more people discover how easy it is to grow healthier, more productive plants naturally. Your soil and your harvest will thank you.